I was just like, that's beautiful. I think it's one of the, personally biased, I think it's one of the best statues that's been created because of what it represents for us and for me. But man, I had so many emotions, and I think I probably had more emotions just listening to UD and listening to Pat and listening to my son speak and speak to me. You guys saw me. I don't know if you saw me, but I had a couple tears fall down a little bit. But it's just, I know it's bigger than me, and I'm here right now. We're present right now, but I know this moment goes way beyond just now and way beyond the years that I will exist in life. And I say that because during this process, I got to go down to Chicago, and I got to, like I said, I spent a lot of time on my statue. Next to my statue was Kobe Bryant's statue getting made at the same time, the exact same time. And every time I show up, it's more work done on Kobe's statue. But it ain't nobody, Kobe's not there. I'm there. And I'm looking at mine, I'm touching mine, I'm talking about mine, but Kobe isn't. And it put everything in perspective for me. You know what I mean? When we talk about being immortal, we talk about the life after. Going through this process really give me an opportunity to see it. To see it. My brother's not here. To have this moment that I have. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time to build, the things that the Celtics and the Lakers have. It takes winning. You don't get none of it without winning. And we haven't won at the levels that they've won at. But definitely we've won. And it says a lot about us. As I said 21 years ago, we weren't winners. We weren't considered winners. And now you can't talk about basketball without talking about the Miami Heat in whatever capacity. And it all comes down to what was instilled in us walking in these doors. As I expressed out there, first person I seen was the guy who instilled everything into us, Pat Riley. When I say everybody, he came here and he created a culture. He changed it. And as I told him, you don't always love your leader when you're going through it. But when you're done with it, when you come out on the other side, man, you love him. Because he was hard on you when he needed to be, and he hugged you when he needed to. And so I'm just appreciative to be a part of an organization that have history and understanding that it took so long to create it. I didn't come into history. I'm a part of the history. And I'm a part of building that history. And so this is just the beginning. This organization would be here way longer than me. But my name would be associated with it forever. And so I'm appreciative of that. The magnitude, probably when I had to pick my statue moment. I think that's when I realized the magnitude of that moment. I didn't know at that moment that was going to be a statue, and I didn't know that was going to be the moment. But what I did know I just hit a game winner versus my hometown team, the Chicago Bulls. I did know that I was a kid that always wanted to jump on the scores table because I saw some of my favorite do it. And so I just did that. And I just said whatever came to mind, and what came to mind was, this is my house. And so when I had to sit and decide what that moment was going to be that was stitched in stone forever, it was that moment on March 9th, 2009. Did I have 48 or 50 in that game? Which one? 48. I fell short of 50. I missed some free throws. I think you just play, and you just do. And in the midst of it, you would be able to experience some cool things and grab some cool things along the way. But you don't know what moment is going to be that moment that would be stitched in everybody's mind. And that would be the moment for me. But I definitely remember just feeling, man, just like I was happy. I'm just like a little kid, like when it's your birthday and everybody's there to celebrate you because of the magnitude of it. I missed the layup in that game to send us in overtime. I could have won it before that. But true Wade fashion had to be a little bit more dramatic. And it was just a beautiful ending. So I'm glad that that's the moment. That moment meant so much to me that it's hard for me to even express what it meant doing that against my hometown team.